Jordan as part of New Year's Knockout, and we have #1 contenders tag team action on tap for you. And this is tag team wrestling the way you remember it. These two teams, they are going to bring their A game undoubtedly.
I can't stand these guys. Men in Empire Pro Wrestling history, pride, much to your chagrin. Absolutely. Every time we wrestle these guys, those fans do not stop talking how great they love Pride, Pride this, Pride that. I can't stand them, Scott Angel.
Pride has come so very far. You know, Dan Freitas, Brian Nunes, they grew up on the streets of Fall River, and you know that those are very mean streets. And they pulled themselves up to being one of the top tag teams, definitely in New England and perhaps the world. But Afterburn, Ray Diamond, PC Cruz, not to be overlooked. They have really, nice go behind and what?
Quick pinfall there.
Ray Diamond realizing you don't get paid by the hour out there.
Wants to make his money quick, get that #1 contender spot real quick.
And the winner of this matchup here, as part of New Year's Knockout, will face the current EPW Tag Team Champions, Andre Lyons and Mark Bourne, the A-List, coming up on January the 28th.
This tag team division here in Empire Pro Wrestling is one of the top in the country you'll find. There's a reason the Hot Shots went after Pride, top-level tag team. We were trying to take them from their spot. Mark my words, that'll still get done. But in this match right now, two other top tag teams.
Nice takedown.
All four of these men are solid wrestlers, even though I don't like any four of them.
Ryan Nunes in there, and he has Ray Diamond in the side headlock. Ray out now with the wrist lock.
Ray Diamond very slippery. Can count him out of a lot of moves.
Well, that's the advantage to being a smaller athlete. You get more speed. What a drop kick there. You get more speed, you get more agility. The more body weight you carry, it's going to slow you down, especially as the match goes on.
Ray Diamond working the arm right here. Oh, wow.
Hey, if the Patriots had a field goal kicker fight like that, they might be doing a little bit better this season. Up and over now.
Okay. Wow. Brian Nunes' shoulder is a little deltoid up there. Rotator cuff has got to be getting stretched right now. He's going to get frustrated here. Nice little forearm shot.
Irish whip. Up and over the back. And right back to the arm. That's smart wrestling, because if you stay on a body part, you can weaken it throughout the course of the match, and it will come back to help you later towards the end of the matchup. And there you see another quick tag by Afterburn.
Quick, what a word to describe Afterburn. These two young teenage sensations, in and out, tagging in and out, countering move after move.
Big tag off to Dan Freitas. Drop toe hold.
Looks like Afterburn's strategy here is to work both Brian Nunes and Dan Freitas' arms, which is fine by
forearm. Irish whip. Shoulder tackle. Up and over now. Freitas, what height on that leapfrog. Blocks the shot, and now
right to the arm. They might be young, but they know what they're doing in the ring.
leg sweep. Goes for the quick cover. Did not get anything on it, but it's that mental chess game where you never know when you can get a pinfall in there.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's better to go for the quick fall because your opponent doesn't realize what is going on. In 3 seconds, there's not a lot of time.
You know, it wasn't too long ago, about a year and a half ago, Pride was in the position that Afterburn is currently in, a young up-and-coming team that
Right back to the head for Dan Freitas. Looks like he's trying to work the neck or head area of Ray Diamond.
Well, there's two areas of the body that if they're injured, you're pretty much incapacitated. One of them the neck, the other, of course, the back.
Feeling each other out here, seeing what they can wear down. Again, slippery and quick there. Ray Diamond getting out of another move.
You know, back in December, when we were in Plainfield last, these two teams, Pride and Afterburn, went to a time limit draw in what many consider...
That could have severely injured either one of Dan Freitas' arms right there. Which is, again, fine by me. Hurt them all they want. I'm loving the pain being given to Dan Freitas.
What is this? Head scissors takeover, and PC Cruz is in control. What a drop kick. Freitas now stumbles back, being held up by the rope. Cruz with another drop kick, but he didn't get all of it, but he got enough, and now it looks like Afterburn is in control. Notice, going right back to their corner so they can make the rapid-fire tags that will lead to Dan Freitas being worn down.
Notice again, Scott Angel, what they're working here. What body part is Afterburn taking advantage of? On both Ryan Nunes and Dan Freitas, it's been the arm.
I kind of wonder about that. I mean, it obviously, Dan Freitas, Brian Nunes, team of Pride have a power advantage. Oh, knee right to the center of the spine. I'm surprised by that. And whoa, what a shot.
Extremely surprising there. Pride kind of taking the easy way out, getting frustrated with the quickness of Afterburn. I kind of respect that. And if I didn't hate their guts, I'd be impressed by it.
What a shot right between the eyes. And now it's Pride that's going to attempt to cut off the ring.
Pride being the experienced tag team they are, they know where to keep their opponents away from.
Backbreaker right across the knee. Turns him over. 1, 2. We've got... No. I was mentioning the last time we were in Plainfield, Pride and Afterburn went to a time limit draw. Many people consider that a tag team match of the year. And Ray Diamond needs to make a tag right now.
I was watching that in the back of the monitors, the last tag match in Plainfield Town Hall, and the people that were there gave these four competitors a standing ovation. It was that good of a match. I couldn't stand four guys. I wanted to see them hurt each other even more. Unfortunately, the fans there got what they liked.
You know, I'll tell you, there are some within the professional wrestling profession that believe that tag team wrestling is a dead art, so to speak. But the athletes here in Empire Pro Wrestling are proving that to be false.
Our tag team division here in Empire Pro Wrestling rivals many throughout the country, many throughout history of wrestling.
Wow. Back suplex, and Ray Diamond just landed on his head.
I'll tell you, Dan Freitas, he packs some power behind that. That belly-to-back suplex basically folded Ray Diamond in half.
Double hip toss, and now we've seen this before. I think you've been on the receiving end of this. Inverted suplex, only a 1 count. But I'll tell you, if PC Cruz hadn't come in, if he hadn't broken up that pinfall attempt, the match may very well have been over. Once again, remember, the winner of this match, the winning team will face the A-list January the 28th in Plainfield at the Town Hall.
I'll tell you, Scotty, like you said, I've been on the receiving end of that hip toss type of wheelbarrow maneuver, and the pain reverberates throughout your entire spine. I'm amazed that Ray Diamond can kick out right now. Amazed. The kid's got fight in him. I might not like him. I might think he's a punk. There's no denying his heart.
There is one intangible here, and it's this. Afterburn has had wars with none other than the A-list, the current EPW tag team champions all throughout 2005. It would be great to see them tangle one more time come January the 28th. And if you want to attend this star-studded event it is imperative that you get your tickets. What a DDT.
Unbelievable move right there.
At the Better Value Supermarket in Plainfield, Connecticut on Norwich Road. Go there, get some grub, get some food, fill your stomach, but while you're there, make sure to get Empire Pro Wrestling tickets for January the 28th.
Not only do you get to see the tag title match between A-List and the winner of this match, but chances are you'll also get to see the Hot Shots.
The Hot Shots will be in action. We've got that 6-man boxing brawl. That night.
Boxing and wrestling at the same night. This is very nice.
1, 2.
You know, if I was PC Cruz, I'd consider hopping in the ring and kicking Brian Nunes in the face or something, because Ray Diamond is just taking a pounding right now. Brian Nunes and Dan Freitas. I might not like the guys, but I'm telling you, I've been hit by them. But he's fighting back now. They pack some power behind everything they do.
You know, Pride, not afraid to take risks. We know that they've been in all sorts of matches. They're known for TLC that over the top rope. And
solid forearm just knocked Dan Freitas woozy.
Pride has been in all types of matches, but I think they might have underestimated. Nice head scissors takeover. They might have underestimated Afterburn, and that's something they're paying for at this very moment.
You can never underestimate Afterburn. These guys might be young, but they've been training for a couple of years now. These guys, like I said, they're slippery, they're quick, they're there we go. There's a tag made to PC Cruz.
And PC.
He's the fresh shot in the ring.
And another one.
The left-hander hitting some good shots to the side of his face right there.
Irish whip reversal by Freitas, and now satellite head scissors. How quick was that?
That's the third head scissors they did. Obviously, Afterburn's been watching some film and
come on, he's off rate of 1, 2.
Again, trying to sneak right to win. PC Cruz, the freshman,
and BK, let me ask you. At this point in the match, at this juncture in the matchup, what's going through your mind when your shoulders are on the mat?
Well, you're trying to use every ounce of energy you have to kick out. Because like I said, 3 seconds is very quick. You have to go into your inner stick and whatever you have, kick out. You don't want to take the loser's payday. You want to run up in the race. Smart move there by Brian Nunes. Again, there's a reason Bryce Andrews and I went after these guys. They're one of the top tag teams, and that right there proved it once again. Brian Nunes knows what he's doing. And Ray Diamond's fed up. Did you see that forearm? I think I felt part of that back here.
Emotion has taken over friendships. You know, Pride and Afterburn kind of have a teacher-mentor style relationship with Afterburn.
Here we go. This could be quick now.
1, 2. That's right.
I don't know. I think Afterburn's pulled it off with a quick roll-up.
Here are your winners, Afterburn.
Unbelievable. Let's go back to the replay there. They did shift in that inside cradle. 1, 2, and there is a 3 count. Your winners, Afterburn, and coming up on January the 28th, you've got to be there to see it for yourself. Afterburn and the A-List EPW Tag Team Championship. You've got to find a way. I don't care if you're going to charter a plane, get on a bus. I don't care what you're going to do, but you've got to be in attendance to see Afterburn and the A-List January the 28th. Back to live action now. You see the show of respect, the mutual admiration between both teams. I mentioned before they are friends. They do have a relationship outside the ring, and they should be very proud because they put on one heck of a match here at New Year's Knockout.